Hi and welcome back to Whitetail Acres Farm. With the sun being out today and actually having some warm weather, I'm going to spend some time in the orchard doing some pruning and maintenance, and then I'm going to head out to the hay barn and visit Ryan, and we're going to try to rearrange all of the equipment to fit in the barn. It's getting warm pretty quick and spring is just a couple short weeks away, and I really need to get out here and finish pruning our trees and getting the orchard all cleaned up here so that way everything is positioned well to be able to start waking up from its winter slumber and start producing some fruit. So I'm going to start here with our pear tree, and this, I'll be honest, pruning is something I'm still getting comfortable with. It just feels a little awkward to just start lopping off branches, especially when a tree is young and you get so excited to see growth and production, and just to start snipping just doesn't feel right. But I know it's necessary because it's important for the tree's overall health and for it to be able to effectively produce fruit. And if we want them to be around for a long time, it's something we really need to keep up with, and it's really especially important earlier on so you can start establishing its structure and start training it. So for pear trees, I know they need a central leader. That is important. So when I put this more upright, I see, where did I put this? Okay. This branch here and this branch both look pretty good. I'm trying to figure out which the central leader would be. If anything, I would say maybe this one because it looks like it's a bit taller. So I think that's the one we're going to try to make as the central leader. So we're going to want to start with the 3Ds, and that's removing any damaged, dead, or diseased branches. So that is what I'm going to look for first here. While I'm here, I'm going to also remove some of the dead stuff at the bottom and just try to clean it up a little bit. All right, I think she's looking pretty good. We'll move on to the next. So this here is our peach tree, and it's probably one of the best trees on the orchard so far in the terms of its growth and productivity. And it's only a few years old. It was actually a transplant from our old house, so it's really exciting that it's done so well. With peach trees, you want more of an open center. So this one does not have a leader in the middle here, which is good. And you want at least 3 or 4 really strong branches. And so we clearly have those. We have at least 3. This one's looking good. And now everything else that's coming off of it, we kind of just want to remove anything that looks like it's dead or damaged or diseased. And then we also want to remove any branches that are crossing over or that could be shading out another branch. So that way, when all the leaves grow and the fruit forms on this tree later this season, we want the sun and the air to be able to hit all parts of the tree and the leaves. We don't want anything shaded out. So I am going to start, let's see. First, I think I'm going to look for ones that are inward or crisscrossing because those are easy to identify. So now it's open here in the center. We got 3 nice strong limbs coming off, and then all of the little side shoots are looking good and should have enough airflow and sunlight and not going to interfere with each other. So it's pretty good. And this here, which looks a little alarming just in the middle of our orchard, but it's actually a fig tree, which we need to wrap up with some burlap every winter. So this one has been doing really well. This one also came from our previous home, and it's grown a ton, and it started producing figs, which is very cool. So even though it's so nice out today, and I am so tempted to take the burlap off of this tree, I'm going to keep it on just for a few more weeks because we always have like a false spring before actual spring gets here. And I know probably over the next few weeks we're going to have another little burst of cold, and I just don't want to damage the tree by taking the wrapping off prematurely. So this one's going to stay on for just a little bit. Last week we had a new John Deere 5100E tractor delivered, which we were really excited about, and it's a new addition to all of the farm equipment that we have. In addition to that, we also ended up getting a new manure spreader, and that was also delivered the same day. And we're really excited with all this new equipment that we've acquired, but with that we have to find space to store it all. And our hay barn is getting pretty full, not only with hay and then some firewood that we have stored in there, but all of the equipment is kind of jammed in there. So today we really need to also figure out how we can take everything out of the hay barn and then rearrange it all so that way it fits properly in there. We can squeeze in all of the equipment, and it's also done in a way that makes sense so that way we can get to the equipment that we're going to need here as spring approaches. A couple pieces we decided to put in the livestock barn because it wouldn't get in the way too much. And then the rest of it, well, we had to play a game of Tetris here with trying to rearrange all of the pieces. But I think Ryan did a really great job with trying to sort it all out. So we're going to share that with you here in the next couple minutes, and you can see all the rearranging that we had to do. Now with the orchard getting pretty squared away and this barn looking really good, we're going to call it a day here. Thank you so much for spending your time with us, and we hope you have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one.